Hi, this is Alcan. Welcome back to my channel. We have another interesting story. This is involving the U.S. Senate race in New Jersey. As you may know, Robert Melendez is right now in court. He's fighting for his political life. Whether he's going to stay as senator or end up as a prisoner of the U.S. federal justice system. As you may know, in the past, he was brought up on charges by Jack Smith, the same Jack Smith that's trying to go after Trump. As always, he screws up that case, and he's still our senator. Right now, the U.S. government, again, is taking another swing at Robert Melendez, Bob Melendez, trying to put him in prison because apparently Bob Melendez and Joe Biden don't see eye to eye. And since then, they have another candidate taking his place on the Democrat ticket, but yet Bob Melendez is on the independent. There's a possibility that if this gets any more spicier, is if by any chance Trump could make New Jersey a swing state, then the guy who's running as a Republican might come in and snatch it away from both of them. Well, anyway, this is how the story broke. Politics, political earthquake rocked New Jersey Democrat machine, by DC News Now. I don't. Okay, this is by the Hill. Yishi Roy. It says a series of political earthquakes has shaken New Jersey Democratic machine. We already had real earthquakes. And to its core over the past year as the new generation of leaders look to bring changes to the Garden State. It is a moment that's been building for years. Since October, prosecutors have indicted two of the state's most powerful Democrats, South New Jersey political boss George Norcross. I did a video about that. And Senator Bob Melendez, the state Democratic establishment pick, First Lady Timothy Murphy, the governor's wife, crashed out of the Senate race. Murphy's losing his popularity in the state, so he thought putting his wife in there was gonna, make things great for New Jersey, and New Jersey said, not so fast. And a federal judge threw out a ballot design called the line, which held the power of the state's political machine. So, oops, see daisies. 2024 has been the year of the most significant changes in politics in New Jersey in the last 50 years. Jersey City Mayor Stephen Fulop told The Hill, there's been a massive weakening in who controls the system, and there is pressure on the state's machine. This is not good. They've been doing this for a long time, and now it's coming apart, it seems. The changes are rooted, at least in a generation of young Democrats who have sought to challenge the party's old guard. This is perhaps embroiled best by Representative Andy Kim, a Democrat from New Jersey, the underdog candidate who won his party's nominee for Senate early this year. He's the one supposed to be replacing Bob Melendez, even though Melendez is on the independent now, just in case if he survives the government prosecution of him. Now the new generation is looking to flex its muscles beyond 2024. In New Jersey, there is a machine that was really powerful, and if you went up against it, you lost. Through Norcross losing power, the county line lawsuit, and Melendez indictment, all these events have created this window, and people are stepping into it. Rutgers political science professor Julia Sass Rubin said. The day after the U.S. Attorney for New Jersey announced an indictment against Melendez for bribery, including accepting gold bars, Kim, who won a Trump congressional district during the 2018 blue wave, said he would run to replace him. According to Fairleigh Dickinson University pollster and Professor Dan Casino, yeah, that college is near me, by the way, as a Democrat with a widespread name recognition, announced a primary challenge against Melendez in the state was unheard of. Melendez faced a corruption trial during the former President Trump's White House term, but ended in a mistrial with the Democrats largely standing by him. We don't know if they're going to stand by him this time. It's really just to hit a breaking point, Kim told The Hill. I just wasn't sure that anybody else would. I saw what happened last time around when Senator Melendez was indicted and the party protected him or rallied against him. I don't want to see that same thing happen again. I got in knowing that this would probably end my political career, Kim added. It didn't. Kim is now the Democrat nominee for the 2024 race, and the Democrats Party has cut off Melendez. New Jersey is the only state in the nation that does not use an official or office ballot, where all the candidates for one race are listed in particular order. Rather, each county Democrat or Republican Party decides, either through a convention or the leader of the county parties, on a line of candidates down the ballots. Generally, large counties see the chair deciding the candidates, while the smaller counties has open conventions. The county line ballot, the line draws the eyes, and the consistency makes it really easy to pick candidates who are on the line. It makes it hard to pick candidates who are off the line, says Sam Wang, a neuroscience professor at Princeton University who has written about the power of the line. Even I can't figure this out now. I've been in politics for a long time. Not Jersey politics, of course. Conducting a strategic test, Wang found a party endorsement gave a candidate a 17-point advantage. With the line, a person has a 38-point advantage. The political machine in New Jersey had a lot of bravado, and based on percentages, because they all done a real good job avoiding primaries. Filipino said on the power line of the state. Murphy, the First Lady, quickly racked up the county's chair's endorsement in some of the state's more populous counties, and those chairs decided to give the line. According to Hannah Palo, director of the New Jersey Institute for Social Justice, the appearance of Murphy ragging the race in her favor quickly drew outrage, and Kim filed a lawsuit to end the line. I never liked it, Kim told Hill. It seems like a place where I could get to the heart of so much of the problem, not only about the county line in terms of the problems we have with the politics in New Jersey and the rise of corruption and cronyism, but it's also a big part of it. Here's a situation where I felt like I was able to hopefully take it down and dismantle it. According to Casino, an increased insurgent movement in New Jersey, disillusion with the state Democratic Party, politics have gained enough strength foothold there to fight back against the state Democratic establishment. The party was able to protect Melendez and make sure no Democrat ran against him in 2018, Casino said. They don't have the power to do that anymore, and the fact that the party couldn't persuade Andy Kim not to run is a strong sign that the party is losing its juice. While Kim threw his name in the race against Melendez, he was building on the work of activists organizing across the state to more than a decade of change to state politics. It's a mouthful here. According to Hector Organara, a 2020 primary challenger against former Representative Albino Steer, also in New Jersey, Trump's election in 2016 galvanized many in the state to become more interested in politics and activism. The traditional story I get from people is that they started paying more attention after Trump, or they moved to New Jersey from somewhere else, he said. For a lot of them, of course I include me, they encouraged a local issue where they wanted to deal with and they're looking for person locally that would handle these things. Then they come to find out that what they are taught in civil classes about the way that government works, that actually not how it works in New Jersey. Gee, how could you tell? I'm getting a lesson just reading this. In fact, the way things are work is that there's some kind of power broker, a political boss somewhere. That's the person who determines how things happen throughout the government in the state of New Jersey, and they become very disgusted by that and decide to bring organization locally. He added. Casino said that the progressive power has also grown in the state. Coupled with the state increasing diversity, New Jersey is the fourth most diverse state in the country. A power the machine is waving. The recent indictment of Norcross, a man who had never held elected office in the state, was treated like a demigod who was invincible, according to Rubin, further underscored the changes occurring in the Garden State. What we have seen is that New Jerseyans had not given up on democracy, says Sue Altman, executive director of the New Jersey Working Family Alliance and Democrat nominee for New Jersey's 7th Congressional District. After years of organizing, we laid the groundwork to bring down the last remaining Tammany Hall-style politics in the state. That's what they called the politics of New York during that time. Of course, Tammany Hall still has his name on a building in New York City. This is where the rubber meets the road, says Stephanie Schmidt, a former New Jersey nominee for New Jersey 4th Congressional District. This is where we see if this was a fluke or this was part of a massive moment to take on corruption, whether this fades going into 2025 or 2026 or whatever is the start of sea change. I don't know why it's spelled S-E-A instead of S-E-E. According to Matt Crichton, a Democrat pollster strategist in the state, the jury is still out on the full impact of these changes. I don't think we're going to have a full picture until the governor's race in 2025, where we're going to have a crowded field, a number of well-resourced candidates who has money to run real campaigns potential without the line, he said. This will be the first two tests of this new system. Yeah, I remember a few years ago when we voted, we didn't want Murphy back, but unfortunately this line didn't help our situation. In Bergen County, for some reason, there was a huge surge of votes from the paper ballots coming in. The guy who was running on the Republican side, he's lost in dramatic fashion to Murphy. That's why we still got him for a second term. Murphy is going to be termed out, so there will be a new governor coming in 2025. It's an election. Now, we don't know who it's going to be. The guy who ran the last election, he might have problems because he and Donald Trump don't see eye to eye. So, you know, he wants to act like a rhino. That's his business, but we don't know if it's going to be another Democrat or Republican taking over. And the thing is, something needs to be done with New Jersey Transit and to make sure the migrant problem doesn't expand into New Jersey the way it's happened in New York. You know, the politics is ridiculous. Melendez is still running for Senate, but on the independent ticket. So now you got Kim on the Democrat, Melendez on the independent, and then you got a Republican running also. So it's a possibility that these two are going to take enough votes away from each other that the Republican may take over that seat. That which is bad news for the for the Democrats, because you know Biden's not doing that great. So we have to see what happens. So this is Alcan saying so long for now. Don't forget your stop. Boy, that was a mouthful.